Oh man, feels good, people. It feels good to be a champion. What can I say? It feels real good to be a champion. And there is one man I hold responsible. There's one man I need to thank for the Eagles finally bringing home the Super Bowl. And that is you, Kid Smooth. Clap it up, everybody. Clap it up for Kid Smooth. Oh, man. Look at my screen, people. I'm not an idiot. I'm not a dummy. I'm not going to tell you, let's get the largest knife and cut all the bullshit. I am a smart, calculated, intellectual decision maker. Look, Bill Belichick is a mastermind. He's the best coach of all time, period. He's a mad scientist. Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time, possibly the best NFL player of all time. This man threw for 505 yards and 3 touchdowns. Let me repeat that. He threw for 505 yards and 3 touchdowns. A 40-year-old man threw for 500 yards. I can't even remember the last time it's happened in a playoff game. And quite frankly, I don't think it's ever happened in a playoff game. So when you're going up against the best coach of all time, and you're going up against the best quarterback of all time, who just also so happens to be the best player of all time, you got to take contingencies. Now, we all know no MVP has ever won the Super Bowl. That's one. And we also know that Tom Brady is on the Madden cover. So that's 2. But even then, I was like, look, I played a lot of baseball growing up, people. I'm a very, very, very superstitious person. Completely. So what could I do to guarantee an Eagles victory without actually, being involved in the game? And I thought about it. Kid Smooth is a Patriots fan. And Kid Smooth has never, ever won a bet. So why not put Kid Smooth's power of the L to the test? That's exactly what I did. I bet Kid Smooth. Read it there, read it and weep. So let's make this clear. This bet between Black Bond and Kid Smooth states if the Patriots win, I buy you any full price $60 retail game. And if the Eagles win, you buy me any full price retail game or any combination up to $60. Do you accept these terms? He replies with, yeah, sure. And at that moment, I knew deal is done. You're all witness to the contract. Congratulations, Smooth. You just handed the Eagles their first Super Bowl because we know, Smooth never, ever wins any of these bets, people. Ever. It never happens. I mean, I don't blame Tom Brady for this loss. I don't blame Bill Belichick for this loss. I don't blame Malcolm Butler for this loss. I don't blame Cooks getting obliterated and knocked out of the game. There's nobody you can blame for this loss other than Kid Smooth, because Kid Smooth's power of losing is unequivocally, completely, universally absolute. This man cannot win. Shannon Sharp always says, what does he serve at his restaurant? Hot W's and L's. And Smooth, he's eating all the L's. The L's are sold out. Oh man, what a glorious day. This has honestly been, people, one of the best weekends, one of the best weeks of my entire life. I mean, look, the city of Philadelphia, especially this team that represents the people of Philadelphia. So don't get this confused when you social rejects try to claim that video game companies are like sports teams, because they're not. Microsoft is not representing a city, a country, a location, a region. Neither is Nintendo. Neither is Sony. Yet, a college represents a university, an area. A high school represents a county, an area. A World Cup team represents a country. And the Philadelphia Eagles represent, oh my God, Philadelphia. And the New England Patriots represent, oh my God, New England. They're not called the United States of Microsoft or Japan of Sony or Japan of, no, they're corporations. They don't really matter. So again, man, it's been rough. It's been real rough being a Philly fan, let me tell you, especially an Eagles fan. I mean, from the Detmers to the Rodney Peets. I mean, I remember Rodney Pete visited my school in sixth grade. I'm like, who is this bum? I mean, it's been tough. I mean, starting in 2001, man, it's been real tough. We went to the NFC Championship game. Thank you for that donation. We got beat by the greatest show on turf. The following year, we once again go to the NFC Championship game and we lose to the Buccaneers, a team that has never fared in any kind of shape, facet, or form. They have never fared well in a cold weather environment, and they beat us. They dominated us. Warren Sapp, Simeon Rice, Derek Brooks, they killed us. Keyshawn Johnson, they killed us. Allstott, oh my, like Joe Juravicius, man. I'm like having nightmares right now. It was such a bad year. And then what was it? We had 2003, third time in a row. At this point, I'm feeling like this is my junior year of high school. I'm really feeling like we're the Buffalo Bills. Like we gotta break through. And then this guy, Ricky Manning Jr., just proceeds to throw around Todd Pinkston, James Trash, first down for, like, he completely made our whole entire receiving core irrelevant. Irrelevant. And three NFC championships, three L's. I mean, they might as well rename the team the Philadelphia Smooths at this point. It was looking bad. So, my senior year of high school, oh man, we signed Terrell Owens. Finally, we get a receiver. T.O., who I called in Madden the truth, because the truth would just catch anything. You'd hit O and he'd grab it. So finally, we're going to another season. McNabb and T.O., they're buddy, they're roommates, everything's going good. 13-3. But then something bad happens, man. T.O. breaks his leg or his ankle, and it's looking bad again. But somehow, some way, McNabb and crew, we make it to the Super Bowl. We beat the Falcons. I mean, I forgot who it was, that lineman, but he straight planted Michael Vick into the turf when Michael Vick was trying to scramble. And finally, after 18 years of my life, we're going to the Super Bowl. And yet we're playing Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. We get there. We don't even know if yep, Burgess, you're right, 100% Burgess. And when we get there, and we don't even know if T.O. is going to play. We don't even know. This dude's like in hyperbaric chambers and refrigerators. My man is like superhuman. This is crazy. This is 14 years ago, but it was. So we get to the game. The game's pretty close, but you know how it ended. McNabb puking, throwing an interception, us losing by 3. People later on thinking that, oh, they had our playbook, but look, we made the Super Bowl, but 4 straight years and 4 straight disappointments, man. I mean, just terrible. Then we pretty much set up the Patriots to go to their dynasty and pretty much at our expense. And then to make it worse, we had to watch a team in our own division in 2007 and 2011, the New York Giants in our very own division, beat the Patriots twice when we couldn't beat them one time. Yeah, Kid Smooth did pay me. He bought me Dragon Ball Z Fighters on PC. So at this point, like, being a Philly fan is pretty miserable. Andy Reid's play calling is absolute trash. I mean, he refuses to run the ball. And then we go into the Chip Kelly era. Chip Kelly comes out, we had a good first year, and then he proceeds to completely dismantle the team after Nick Foles loses to Drew Brees and the Saints. And God, that field goal, I was at that game, man. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was not good. It's not easy being a Philly fan, man. But lo and behold, we get Doug Peterson. We draft Carson Wentz. I mean, I don't know what the Browns were thinking. I did not have a lot of faith in Doug Peterson because I thought he was Andy Reid light. I mean, season number 1 was good, but once again, we had to watch the Cowboys lap us. And then here comes season number 2. Carson Wentz is playing out of his mind this year. Doug Peterson is just doing amazing. The whole team is just gelling, and then the injuries happen. Kendricks goes out. Sproles goes out. Damn, I can't remember his name. Left tackle on the Eagles. He's not the he's a future Hall of Famer. Jason Peters, he goes out, and then it's like, I mean, Howie Roseman made the good moves. He did what I wanted. He wanted to get receivers. He got Torrey Smith. He got Alshon Jeffries, who is just amazing this year. Like, thank you. Like, do what you didn't do for McNabb. Get this man some weapons. And the injuries came, man. I'm like, Vitae came in for Peters. Things were going well. I mean, Clements came up on his playing. We traded for Jay Ajayi. Things were going well. And then we beat the Rams, and Wentz goes out. When Wentz went out, man, like, I didn't even want to go to work the next day, man. It was just terrible. Terrible. Like the worst feeling ever. And then Nick Foles comes in. He plays a good game against the Giants. I'm like, okay. But then he plays against the Raiders, and it's a terrible game. And he plays against the Cowboys, and it's another terrible game. And I'm getting worried here right now because, the Rams are good. The Saints are good. The Vikings are good. The NFC is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. So we go into the playoffs, right? You see me tailgating. You see me having fun. You see me out with my friends and everything. And we narrowly escape from the Falcons, man. Julio Jones could have caught that ball on 4th and 10, but we narrowly escape. Craziness. And I felt like I had 4 heart attacks watching that game. Move on to the next week. I'm thinking it's going to be a much more difficult game coming up against the Vikings. And I'm like, oh, God. So they score on us first, and then they score on us first very easily, almost effortlessly. And, our defense hasn't been looking too hot towards the end of the year. We go 3 and out, and I'm like, oh, man, this is actually happening. Case Keenum is going to beat us and be the first team to play in the Super Bowl. And then we get a pick six, and the rest is history. We dominate, obliterate, give them the smooth, give them that L, hold that. You know what? Instead of hold that loaf, you know what it should be called? It should be called hold that smooth. Hold that smooth. Because Kid Smooth is synopsis, whatever. He is the L. He is the human L. He is the opposite of the Darko Milicic. He is the human L. So we're in the Super Bowl, man, and the Patriots, they should have lost that game. I wanted to play Jacksonville because Blake Bortles would not have scored anything on us, and we would have found a way after beating the Vikings, the best defense in the league. We would have found a way to put up points against Jacksonville, win field goals, or whatever. But once again, people do not go for the throat against Tom Brady. The Jacksonville Jaguars play complacent. They don't go for more points at half. They end up blowing a 10-point lead, and they end up losing. Yep, synonymous, whatever. I'm freaking beat, people. I can't even speak properly right now. The L conductor. So here we go. A rematch of 14 years in the making with the goddamn New England Patriots. Gronk under concussion protocol, but you know, in 2 weeks he's gonna come back. So we're gonna be playing the Patriots at full strength with a backup quarterback named Nick Foles versus Tom Brady, the GOAT. So me and a bunch of boys, a bunch of people, a bunch of friends, a bunch of friends of friends of friends of friends of friends, we decided we were going to rent out patty wax, and as you see in the videos, it was straight lit. It was absolutely incredible. One of the most fun nights ever in my life, and I am absolutely ecstatic that I got to share that night with some of the best friends ever imaginable. Period. So this game starts, and they're chanting, Brady sucks. They're booing Giselle. They're chanting Big Dick Nick. We go up by a field goal. Patriots answer with a field goal. We get a touchdown. Alshon Jeffries makes a ridiculous catch. Jake Elliott misses a field goal. LeGarrette Blount, 21-yard run. And then we try to make a 2-point conversion to make up for the field goal. We fail. Godkowski hits another field goal, 15-6. James White rips off some runs, and they score a touchdown. Now we're at 15-12 because they miss a field goal. Nick Foles, Trey Burton, 22-12. So it is 22-12 at half. I'm feeling pretty good, but is 10 points really enough? Because the Patriots always outscore the other team in the second half. So is 10 points really enough? We saw Jacksonville blow it, but is it really enough? So the Patriots get the ball. It was just Brady to Gronk, and I don't know why they didn't double team him. I don't know why they didn't triple team him. I swear he just passed the Gronk like 8 straight times. Gronk scores effortlessly, 22-19. We answered back with the field goal. No, actually, we answered back with a touchdown. I forgot Corey Clement caught that ball in the back of the end zone. But then they just drive down the field again. And then Gronk is just murdering us. And then Chris Hogan catches a 26-yard pass. We're only up by 3. Fourth quarter. The lead went down from 10-3. Can we hold on? I'm starting to get nervous, man. I'm like, come on, man. Smooth can't ever win a game. Like, this has to end. And like, we can't lose the Patriots twice in a row after 14 years waiting for a rematch. Like, I can't do this. So Jake Elliott hits another field goal, 42 yards. Thank you. We're up 32-26. But Gronkowski comes right back, and we're down. 9 minutes, 22 seconds, and we are down for the first time of the game by 1 point. And it's kicking in like, I don't know if we're going to win this game. But then An amazing thing happens. Zach Ertz throws an 11-yard pass to Nick Foles, and we score a touchdown. We're up 38-33. The place is going crazy. The place is going crazy. But the 2-point conversion fails. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I'm just like, why? So 38-33, the Patriots get the ball, and I'm like, we've seen this story before. With 2 minutes and change left, we've all seen it before. Brady's got 2 timeouts, and I'm starting to remember the defense was talking all that good shit. They're talking all that crap, guaranteeing victory. And I'm like, yo, this man has thrown for 500 yards. You have not stopped them. They have not punted one time. And you guys are guaranteeing victory. We need to stop. We need to stop our turnover. Couple completions later, I'm getting nervous. I'm like, oh, God, I mean, we just got to hope that, we can answer back with a field goal or whatever. Because we're going to have to. They're going to score 7. Strip sack, ball pops out, bounces off dude's foot, right into his hands. The whole bar is going crazy. The whole bar is going crazy. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. But then girls are trying to leave. Oh, we need to get our jackets. Like, no. We're not moving. You'll get your jackets after the game. Go back to your spot and don't move. So, we're running the ball out, and I'm wondering, do they pass it to get the first end of the game? Would you go for it on 4th and 1 end the game? Are you going to trust Jake Elliott with a 46-yard field goal? But you got to be aggressive. Jake Elliott hits a 46-yard field goal. Minute 4 left. The Patriots have no timeouts. So I'm like, oh, God. What was a minute 4 left? It could have been left. I'd actually have to look it up, but it was insane. So the Patriots get the ball. Me and my boys, we're all bringing it in. We're all huddled up, man. Like, we're nervous as hell. Like, my one boy is, like, paralyzed. Like, he can't even move. He's, like, bitten down his nails straight down to the bone. It's, like, crazy. And then the Eagles held on. The Eagles hold on. Nick Foles becomes Super Bowl MVP. The Eagles win the Super Bowl. And chaos ensues. Like, everybody's screaming, everybody's yelling. My friend is crying. My other friend is like, he's so like mentally spent and exhausted. He's on the floor. Like, he can't even move. It's his birthday. His dad's there. It's like, it's such a crazy moment. Like, it's just crazy how, like, everybody always says, like, you guys have no rings. Your city sucks. Your fans suck. Redskins have championships, Super Bowls. Cowboys have Super Bowls. The Giants have Super Bowls. Everybody in the division has a Super Bowl but your squad. And it's a crappy feeling. But it was like literally the biggest monkey off the city's back. And afterwards, went outside patty wax, popped on over to Broad Street. We made that walk. The celebration begins. The craziness begins. People are climbing light poles. People are chugging Tito's next to cops and everything. People are sitting in streets. People are surfing on cars. People are launching firecrackers. It's pandemonium. People are standing on police cruisers. I heard a Prius got flipped. Some dude ate horse shit. Like, absolutely insane. But literally one of the best nights of my life. Like, absolutely insane. Then we got back to my boy's crib at around 2:33, trying to order Pizza Hut. Like, can't even get any pizza. We order from Papa John's. My boy, he played lacrosse. This man does not like eat a carb or sugar. He was eating pizza that night, let me tell you. Like, absolutely insane. I woke up the next morning, like, it felt like a dream. Like, it just was not computing that we won. It wasn't even computing. Wasn't even computing. I mean, I got some FaceTime at like 3:30. Everybody's like, "What the hell is that?" Some girl trying to come over and get it in, but fuck her. That's a whole other story for another day. Maybe I'll upload it, but who knows? But had work next day at 1. Walked in like the goddamn king of the world. But today on a Tuesday, like after all the adrenaline's gone, like I couldn't even move at work. I can't even function. Like if we ever win again, it'll be good, but nothing is ever going to be as special as the first time, especially when you go through all that heartache and all those losses, man. It's just crazy, man. Like I can't describe it, but all I got to say is I need to thank the human L, the reverse victory cigar, the biggest loser on the planet. Hold that L, hold that Smooth. I got to thank Kid Smooth because without Kid Smooth, the greatest night in my life would not have been possible. The Eagles winning the Super Bowl would not have been possible. I wish I could call in a 97.5 and explain to them what really happened. Man, absolutely incredible. Like Smooth, I'm sorry that you are a lifelong loser, but your loss is my benefit. I will take advantage of it anytime. Like I need to bet you that I won't win the lottery, and maybe that way I will win the lottery. Like bet me right now that I will not win the next Powerball, and maybe I'll win it. That's what we got to start doing. We got to start using your gift, Smooth. We got to start utilizing your gift for gain. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. So me, read off some of these comments because I'm not really gonna be gloating. Like I'm still like an empty shell right now. Like my mind, my brain, my body is like been emptied. But don't worry, come Sunday, oh the roast is on. Like, whew, Smooth, you're gonna get it. I won't even bother showing up. But Gabe JR is right. I credit Chip Kelly for one thing. He did teach Foles how to do the RPOs properly. Foles was struggling when the run pass options came out. Yeah, it was better. Started doing better. If Andy Reid stopped being conservative head coach, he would have won a Super Bowl. I completely agree. The problem with Andy compared to Doug is Doug can adapt. Andy cannot. How did you even forget the Rams were in the Super Bowl? They're the greatest show on turf. They won one and lost one. But I will not be at the parade on Thursday. Unfortunately, I have work. My job told me, look, you can either take a half day Monday or a half day Thursday. Or you go to work Monday or do you want to go to parade Thursday? And there was no way in hell I was ever going to be on work at Monday. Don't really care about Bayonetta 2 on Switch because we're talking about the birds right now. Yeah, my imaginary friends. I mean, honestly, people, with all the jokes that people say about imaginary friends and paying people to have friends, like, I really feel bad for a lot of you people. My life is amazing. My friends are amazing. Everything I do is amazing. That's not to brag. It's just that I have no problem communicating with other real life people, forging friendships that have lasted 25 plus years, and I can say it freely and securely that I love my friends, and that's just is what it is. I mean, if you don't have that in your life, I feel sorry for you. If your best friend in life is from high school, I feel sorry for you. If your best friend is from college, I feel sorry for you. If your best friend is from middle school, I feel sorry for you because my best friends are from elementary school and earlier. Smooth was saying he was going to block people on Twitter for bringing up him losing the bet. That's crazy. Yeah, that 4th and 1 was also crazy. It's accurate. So let's talk about these catches because a lot of Steeler fans and Patriot fans are complaining. My man Clements got 2 feet down. That ball barely moved. You cannot overturn it on that. Alshon Jeffrey also caught that ball. You cannot overturn that. And Zach Ertz took 1, 2, 3 steps and then dove. Caught ball, took 2 steps, took another step, and then dove. That is not what Jesse James did in Pittsburgh, and that is not what Des Bryant did in Dallas or Green Bay or wherever that game was. I don't even remember. But I'm going to end this video because I want to get something to eat. I want to do some work. I want to play some Fire Emblem Conquest, which is pissing me off. But All I got to say, people, is that the Eagles are Super Bowl champions. The city of Philadelphia are champions, and nobody can take it away. If we never win again, nobody can ever take this away. And this is a moment I'll be telling people about for the rest of my life. This was a moment I shared with my best friends, and it's just absolutely incredible and absolutely crazy. And the more I live life and the amazing experiences I have out in life with friends and people that are just amazing, I wonder how pathetic people's lives really are, that instead of doing things like I'm doing, instead of doing things with friends and family and people that actually want to go out and have fun, that you're in here sitting on podcasts every day, damage controlling for a piece of plastic. Like, it's weird. And it's kind of creepy. Go out and have a life. Go out and have fun. Go out to the bars. Go out to the clubs. Take her go out to dinner. Take her go dancing. Take your wife out to someplace nice. Hang out with your kids. Hang out with your family. Take them to the park. Do something. I don't get how people can continue to waste their lives on podcasts day in, day out, damage controlling about video games. Like, there's so much to life out there to enjoy, have fun with, and just be great about. And yet, the best things some people have going are a piece of plastic. But that's all I got for you today. I'll catch you guys this Sunday on Weapon Wheel. Take it easy and peace.